Well, hey everybody, and how you doing? My name is Quentin Barrett. Um, yeah, I'm here to talk about. Well, I'm here to ask y'all. There's a lot of podcasts and on the air things that y'all go out and hear, and nobody's actually. People are talking about what you want to hear, or basically they're talking about things that you don't understand. But so I'm here to ask y'all guys, oh, what do y'all want to talk about? Because nobody goes out and pick up the phone and say, hey, people, what is on your mind or what's on your brain or what you want people to know. Because everybody in the world, teenagers, kids, adults, young adults, they're going through something. And they don't know where to go, who to talk to, or what to talk about. Now, let me let you know that this is very that nobody will know your name. If you don't want to say your name on my podcast, you don't have to say it. But if you just want to just give me a call and just talk to me and tell me what's going on, then I'm here to help and talk to you. Let me tell you something about myself. My name is Quentin Bear. I'm 20 years old, and I don't know as much as any of the next person. But what I can tell you this, that I'm the type of person that sees life and goodness in everybody. I don't talk bad about nobody. I'm the nicest person you can ever meet. I'm the nicest person you can ever know. And if you believe in what I'm trying to do or what I'm trying to say, then you'll comment below on YouTube, you'll comment on my Facebook, you will comment on my Twitter, and you will tell me what you want me to talk to the world about. You will tell me or what to say to these people. Now, when I was little, let me tell y'all more about myself. First off, like I said, my name is Quentin Barrett. I'm 20 years old, and I'm trying to find myself as well as everybody else. I got engaged and to the love of my life, and it's somewhat been a struggle because I have to be out of my house on April 15th, and it's hard because nobody in the area that I'm looking at, it's a struggle. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just a human being, guys. I'm just like you. And I know y'all asking yourself, well, what can this man or what can this dude tell me something that all the other like Steve Harvey and Ellen and Oprah, what's so different about me? Well, I basically tell us the truth. I tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. See, people say the truth hurts, and yes, that's somewhat true. But at the same time, you actually look at yourselves and you like, man. And that's what I've done. I've looked at my mirror. I've looked in the mirror. I've done some things towards my brother, towards my sister. I've done some things towards my parents, especially my mother. And then I did one horrible thing towards my father that I'm really not proud of. And my goal is to be an audio producer. And I didn't do well in school. I honestly didn't do the best I know what I could. I went to school and all I wanted to do was party. I wanted to hang out with the fellas. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. And that wasn't really the case. I mean, I didn't know how to manage the time. I didn't know how to put the party away and study. There were times I wanted to sit down and study, but my mind wasn't there. But when I was little, I gave a speech or I gave a little sermon in my church about the Ten Commandments. And now that I'm 20 years old, and as I look back when I was younger, and as I look back now, I know a lot more about the world. This world is a nasty place. I was doing a sermon, and some of y'all probably heard this quote. And this quote tells me this: Let me tell you something that you already know. The world ain't all about sunshines and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and it keep you there plenty if you let it. Me and you are nobody. Nothing's gonna hit you as bad as life. But it ain't how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits. And not pointing fingers saying, "Hey, you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or nobody." Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. The person who said that was Rocky. Y'all know Rocky, the famous boxer. He said that, and what he means by that quote is, there's a lot of people giving up on their dreams, or there's a lot of people that had a dream and they're blaming and pointing fingers on why they're not there. Husbands blaming wives, wives blaming husbands, and sometimes they're blaming their kids. They're blaming the ones that you gave birth to. And then there's the young people who are growing up in this world. They want to be this, they want to be that. And but then you have these people who look at them and say, "You want to be what? No, I don't see you doing that." And I'm like, what? Why in the world? Why in the world are you telling these people or telling these young people that they're not gonna be nothing in life? Why are you showing them down? In this world, everybody is putting each other down instead of building people up, and it really starts in it starts in the family, or it starts in schools. See, sometimes when right now I'm a big guy. Y'all can't see me right now, but I'm a pretty huge guy. I'm pretty big. I weigh about like 300 something pounds. But when I was in the 6th, 7th grade, I was getting bullied a lot. I was getting saying I wasn't gonna be nothing. I was gonna do this. I wasn't gonna be that. But as I was growing up, my first dream I wanted to become a lawyer. And everybody looked at me like, "What? You wanted to become a lawyer?" And I was like, "Yeah, I wanted to become a lawyer." And people was like, "Nah, man, you can't become no lawyer." And I was like, well, because people say a lawyer, he has to read, he has to do this, he has to do that. And I'm like, okay. And there were some things that I didn't like to do. I did not like to read. I did not like to do this. I did not like to do that. And I was like, what's next for me to do? What's next for me? I didn't like to open a book all through high school. I went through high school without reading that one book, and that's that's real talk. But I graduated though. I graduated with a 3.0. And here's the thing, guys. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something about myself. I have a learning disability, and I had kids looking at me like, "This man ain't gonna go nowhere. He ain't gonna graduate. This man, like, people." Sometimes kids looked at me like I was slow, like I didn't know what I was doing or what I was listening to or somewhat. And the times if everybody was putting me down, it was kind of building me up. It was kind of pushing me to do better. Sooner or later, that lawyer stuff, me being a lawyer, I kind of grew out of that. And sometimes that happened. Maybe if I had just at least one somebody to support me and say, "Hey, you can be whoever you want to be if you just put your mind to it," then I'd probably be trying my best getting myself through law school right now, or trying my best to be the best lawyer ever. But then God gave me another dream. Right now, I want to be an audio producer. That's why I'm doing this podcast, because some audio producers are podcasters. Now, sometime now, when I went off to school, my dream, my goal was right here. I went to Tyler Junior College, and I was like, okay, here you go. This is step one. But I was so caught up in this little bubble, I really didn't know what to do. I really didn't have nowhere to go. I didn't really um, know how to do with this freedom, as you may say. I had so much freedom in the college, had so much freedom in school, and didn't know what to do with it. Because when I was at home, I was tight in this little bubble. I really couldn't do as much as my friends were doing or my girlfriend was at the time was doing. I couldn't go out or stay out late that much. Now that I'm kind of like, so people say grown, 20, I'm staying out, but I still got curfew because I'm still living with my parents at the moment. So I still have to be home before 1 or at 1, so you say. But as I was growing up, my parents, could I go, when I was asking them to go to parties? No. When I was asking them to do this? No. And to all the young adults or teenagers who are older sibling, and you see that your parents are doing favoritism to your younger siblings, because my younger siblings, they mostly sometimes get what they want. They've been to more parties than I have. They've been to more places than I have. And I'll be like, what the world? When I asked to do this, I was like, what? But that's the whole point of being the older child, the oldest. Yes, sometimes it may be unfair, and you have to ask yourself, why did she get to do that and I didn't? But then you gotta ask yourself, you're who you are because of what your parents done. See, if my parents were less strict, I'd probably be out on the streets selling dope, doing drugs, smoking, drinking, who knows? But since I'm thankful that my parents kept me in this bubble, because now I'm not on drugs, I don't drink, I don't sell dope. I want something for my life. Yeah, right now, life for me is not going as well I planned it. I plan to go to college, do what I can do, and get a degree, get my master's, and become the best audio producer, get married, have a family. That plan backfired. Now my goal is to find a place of my own, try to make it in this world. And if school comes, it comes, and if it don't, it don't. And try to find a full-time job and get ready for the family, my future family, with the love of my life. Yeah, life is kind of stressful for me at a young age, and I realize as I grow more, I realize how precious life can be. There's some things, if there was a time machine, guys, that if there was a time machine, or if there was a way I could go back in time, I would tell my old self, hey, don't do that. Or, hey, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Say, hey, it's okay to have fun, but don't have too much fun, because this is where you're going to end up with. This is what you want to be like. This is who you're going to be for the rest of your life. And my plan wasn't to be here at home. I was trying my best, guys, to get back in school, but it was hard because I didn't have the money to put myself in school. I was just like, if y'all could see a video of me right now, and you can see how close I was getting myself back in school. It was that close. And I was happy, I was proud, because I did it by myself. I did everything, paid everything, got everything off by myself. Without my mom's help, my mom and my dad's help. And now I'm trying to look for apartments, and that's even hard because I gotta be out by the 15th, and half of these apartments on the waiting list. Some of them won't be open until May, and I'm like, man. But hey, that's part of life, though. Let me tell you something. I've been out there in the world for a little bit, and I know it's a scary place, guys. And it's for all y'all high schoolers out there, man. Enjoy being young while you can, because once it's gone, it's gone. Once you graduate, once you cross that stage, that's it. The real world's coming. Taxes, jobs, bills, things that you never thought you had to do for all your life. You're gonna do. I never thought I'd have to pay. I mean, the toughest bill I had struggled when I was in school was my phone bill, because I ain't have enough money to even pay that. Even when I had a job, at the same time, I still made it through. I still got the phone bill paid and whatnot. And now that I'm not in school, I still got all